Guys, I need to inform you of something insane. It is November already. Actually, it's already, what, November 4th, I'm pretty sure. So that means it's time for me to do my October wrap-up and my November TBR. So I've seriously been lacking on reading lately, so I only read 2 books this month. The first one is Unhappily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. This book is so freaking amazing, you guys. Like, I don't even know how to describe how wonderful this book is. If you didn't know that this is the 3rd book in like a companion series that Stephanie Perkins has written. First one is Anna and the French Kiss, and the second one is Lola and the Boy Next Door. This is probably my favorite out of the 3, honestly. I have a review of Anna and the French Kiss already on my channel. I'll link it down below if you guys want. These books are just such a cool concept. They're all 3 of them are contemporary fiction, like young adult fiction. And they revolve around like a group of teenagers that go to this boarding school in France. And it's just the lives of the main characters in each of the book like intersect throughout the 3 books. This one in particular revolves around Isla and this guy Josh. They meet in New York, and then they ended up going back to school in France, and it's just about, you know, how their lives intersect and how they eventually become a couple, obviously, because that's what the book is about. But the way that Stephanie writes is just, she's just so, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's like she's a teenager. She's not, but it's like she is one because she's in the mind of a teenager. And when you read this, you feel like you're a teenager. And I'm not a teenager anymore, but like when I read this book, it just transported me back to that time when you're going through like your first love and the ups and downs and all of that. And it's just so magical and wonderful. The second book I have for you guys is The Retribution of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I absolutely adored this trilogy. If you guys didn't know, this book series is about this girl named Mara. She goes to this insane asylum with her friends. It's like a broken down one. And her friends end up dying, and she doesn't remember any of it. She doesn't remember her friends dying. She doesn't remember even going there, honestly. But little bits and pieces start to come back to her, and you're not sure if she's crazy or if it's real. Everything that she's remembering, everything that she's hallucinating, she doesn't know if it's real, what's reality. And her mind is like a little bit creepy and a little bit scary. It's kind of weird to be inside her head sometimes, but you guys, trust me, this book series is phenomenal. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more of, I don't even know, like the explanation of what exactly has been going on, because if you guys have read this book, I don't know, like I feel like I'm kind of still confused. And if one of you guys want to personally message me, then that will be amazing, and explain to me how this whole entire thing works. If you've read this, you know what I'm talking about, how it all works. I don't really understand a lot of it. It's kind of makes sense, but then some of it just doesn't really make sense at all. So I'm a little bit confused, but the concept is really amazing, and I hope that you guys check this book out. That concludes my October wrap-up, so let's get on to my November TBR. The one I'm currently reading is The Rose Society by Marie Lu, and this is the 2nd book in a trilogy. It's called the Young Elites trilogy, I'm pretty sure. Marie Lu is the author of the Legend trilogy, which you guys should definitely check out. It's a really, 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 really great story. But anyways, onto this book. I love this book so far, you guys. I have like 150 pages left, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. And Adelina is so freaking, like, weird. I don't even know how to describe her. She's, like, she was kind of like an okay character in the beginning. Like in the Young Elite, she was kind of abused and tortured a little bit by her father and abandoned by her sister. And this one, she's kind of become her own person. She's come into her own for sure. And she's kind of scaring me, like, a lot. She scares me a lot. The thoughts that she has, the little voice that's in her head telling her to murder people and to kill people. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It's kind of really cool to read about. Like, it's different than our normal heroine that you get in a YA novel. And she's not this, like, perfect whiny teenager that's love-struck. She's very confident. She's very self-assured. She's still figuring out her powers and what exactly she wants. If she wants to be friends with the Daggers, if she wants to go off on her own. She still has these feelings from before of friendship for these people that she knew for so long and that she was trying to get to know and work with. And now she's got her own society called the Rose Society. She's got her own society of elites that are under her rule, and she's kind of like just really scary, and I don't really know what's gonna happen. It's keeping me on my toes for sure. But you guys should definitely check this book out. I'm loving it so far. I'm probably going to finish it in the next day or two, so look out for a review of this book, because I'm for sure going to do one. The next book that I'm going to start is The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I'm sure you guys have heard of this book series. I think there's like 5 or 6 books out, something like that. I own all of them because I bought them all, even though I haven't even started them yet. But I've heard so many great things about this book. Honestly, the only thing I know about it, guys, is that she's an assassin. So I can't really give you much insight on it, just the fact that people have raved about this book series. And I'm actually really getting into fantasy novels now, and I know this is a fantasy novel. If you guys have any other recommendations for fantasy books, put them in the comments down below, because I've loved to check them out. I'm really loving fantasy at this moment in time. The next book that I'm going to get to is Winter by Marissa Meyer. It is the fourth book, last book in the Lunar Chronicles series. And you guys, this book series is so freaking amazing. It doesn't come out till November 10th, so I don't actually have it to show to you. I'll put a little picture right here so you can see what it looks like. But oh my god, I was in a huge reading slump when I started reading Cinder. And it broke me out of it completely. I absolutely fell in love with that book series. So it's about this girl named Cinder. Well, the series starts off with a girl named Cinder. She is a cyborg. She's like half human, half robot. And cyborgs are like really looked down upon. And she ends up meeting the prince in this little world. And you know the story of Cinderella, obviously. So it's like a retelling with cyborgs. And then the second one is Scarlet, which is about Little Red Riding Hood. The third one is what's that one called? Cress. And that one is about Rapunzel. And the third one, Winter, if you guys can't guess, is about Snow White. But all 4 of the books, they like intersect. The stories of the characters all intersect. So they kind of meet up and they have their own princes, and it's just a really, really cool story. You guys should definitely check it out. But I am so excited to read Winter. It's like 800 pages, so it's going to take me a long time to read because I read so freaking slow. It's insane. But you guys should definitely check out that series because it's freaking insane. It's so good. If I have time after those 3 books, I'm going to try to get to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition. I bought this like last month. I think it came out in October, the beginning of October, and it is an illustrated edition. It's got pictures. Holy crap, it's beautiful. I have been meaning to reread this series again, and every time I start reading the first book, I kind of get distracted and don't finish it. But reading the illustrated edition is going to get me super excited and make me want to read it. So I'm hopefully I will get to this book this month. That's it for my November TBR/October wrap up. Leave me a comment down below telling me what you guys are reading this month, what you guys read last month, any book recommendations that you have or video recommendations, anything. Leave them in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Check out some of my other videos. I would absolutely appreciate it. Click the subscribe button. That would be really appreciated too. Anyways, you guys have an amazing day.